DSP Gaming went on record and said that he is not Jesus. To which I have to say, duh. So apparently during DSP's first stream of the week, I guess you could say, or whatever he likes to call it, I think he must have gotten questioned about begging or something, because according to this video I saw, the title kind of basically said it all, and I'm guessing that somebody questioned his begging, and he took offense like he always does to it. Keep in mind, this is the same guy who basically said he probably e-begs, yeah. But yeah, so he got all upset, and he ended up saying that he is not Jesus. Well, thank God that DSP is not Jesus, because I refuse to believe that if there was a God. I'm not a religious person, but I refuse to believe that if there was a God, that God would hate us so much to pick DSP Gaming, that e-beggar of e-beggars, to be his son. That would be like a level of cruelty that I just cannot even imagine. Imagine DSP's ego if that was actually true that he was told that he is the son of God, like how Jesus was and all that. Imagine his ego. You think his ego is bad now? Wait until, he actually starts with the whole "I'm the son of God" arc. You're all going to bow down to me. You're all going to make a religion based around me. All that shit. Jesus, fuck. Jesus was crucified. Oh, that's yesterday's news. This is DSP Gaming. He faces trolls for a living. That's his cross to bear. But enough of the ha-has. Let's get to the video, shall we? Okay, let's get the video up. 3, 2, 1.
As I was talking there, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Listen to the inflection and tone of his voice. God damn. Whoever it was that just said whatever they said to him, set him off already. Now keep in mind, this is Phil's first stream back after 2 days of rest and relaxation. That's right. To those who do not know, this glorified leech that you see on the screen, not me. I actually work for a living. This glorified leech over here, that guy, he sits on his ass for 8+ hours a day playing video games, Monday through Friday, or Monday through Thursday, whatever the fuck it is. He needs 2 days off to rest. That's right. Somebody that does something that everybody else would consider rest and relaxation, he needs 2 days off. Now compare that to some of the most strenuous jobs in the world. Construction workers, firefighters, police officers. I'm trying to find any job. Let's see here. Shoe salesman. They bust their asses Monday through Saturday, and they only get normally 1 day off. This motherfucker here, he needs 2 days off so he can come back every Sunday and play video games. Oh yeah, tell that to the police officer who just apprehended a violent felon that assaulted him. That police officer is most likely going to have some sort of trauma. Yeah, you got trauma, but DSP Gaming, he needs 2 days off. But yeah, just listen to the inflection on his voice. This is his first day back. He should be chilled and relaxed. Does he really sound that chilled and relaxed? No. He sounds like he's trying to hold in that anger. He's trying to get it back down into the pit where it belongs.
There's people gifting me subs and it's a troll. It's like, dude, number one, I'm never going to acknowledge you. And number two,
what the fuck are you doing right now, you goddamn halfwit? Here, let me fix this. There you go. What the fuck do you think you're doing? What the fuck? Simply, even talking about this, you are acknowledging it. You are giving those goddamn fucktards, you're giving them what they want. Well, I'm not going to acknowledge it, but here, I'm going to talk about the 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,000 subscribers that I just got from this fucktard. You can't be this fucking stupid. But then again, it is DSP Gaming.
You're paying me. How do you not understand?
How do you not understand that you're giving them the attention that you claim that you're robbing them of?
That. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. That's how they behave. Do you see what I'm saying? They're that crazy. Okay. So, Keemstar did a 5.
Ah, good old Keemstar. He's an OG fucktard. Oh, damn, goddamn Keemstar. You know it's going to be a party when that loser comes in.
$5 super chat, and Keemstar is very negative for the record. He is, yet he supports anyway, and he goes,
oh, by the way, I thought you said you're not going to acknowledge these people. What are you doing right now, Phil?
that's not true. What was abolished was you asking for support. Yeah, that's what I just said. So how is it not true? I said there's no goals.
But there is. There is a goal. Even though Phil doesn't want to say that there's a goal, there's a goal. He has that $150. Even though he doesn't say that that's a goal, that is a goal. Because the fact is, if he doesn't hit that goal 99.999999% of the time, that game that goal was not met, that game is gone. If he didn't have a goal, he wouldn't mind keep playing those games.
And I don't ask for support constantly.
But you do. Literally. It's literally embedded into your DNA at this point. The first minute in, subscriptions, kicks, tips, whatever the fuck else it is. Don't forget to subscribe. 10 minutes in, subscriptions, kicks, super chats, super thanks, whatever the fuck. 20 minutes in, over. 30 minutes again, rinse and repeat. 40 minutes in, rinse and repeat. He does it all the time.
Anymore. I do a call to action every once.
Oh, by the way, if he didn't get upset at people calling him out for his e-begging, would he really need to change it? Change the name of it? Because that's basically what a call to action is. It's him basically rebranding him being an e-beggar. But if he didn't give two shits, like he claims that he doesn't care what the detractors think of him, would he really feel the need to rebrand his e-begging as a call to action? And here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, when I hear our boy DSP Gaming talk about a call to action, you know what it reminds me of? Here, you want me to tell you what it reminds me of? You're going to laugh your ass off when you see what I think it reminds me of. It reminds me of the Lex Luger bus that they had him riding around in 1993, because if you see on the side here, it says call to action. Well, basically call to action campaign. This was during when they were trying to turn Lex Luger into a good guy, and that basically they were trying to replace him with replace Hulk Hogan with him. When I hear every time DSP talk a call to action, I think of that fucking bus. And trust me, I'd rather have the goddamn bus than DSP Gaming.
In a while, and I'll say, hey, please.
No, it's not more than once in a while, Phil. It's at the beginning of every video. It's every 10 minutes, every 20 minutes. Whenever you think you can actually get your little begging in, and you hope that it goes by everybody, you'll fucking say it. You'll fucking say it. This may be the nicest thing I have to say about DSP Gaming. It's not even really a thing I'm saying about DSP Gaming. Here's my take on his begging. If Phil literally just asked once in the very beginning of the stream and once at the very end of the stream, I think that 99% of the people who solely hate Phil just because of his excessive begging, I think that they would be a little bit more okay with it. I honestly do. I think that they would honestly be a little bit more okay with it, because he would not be constantly beating it over their head. But no, Phil literally has to do it all the goddamn time, because in Phil's weird, fucked up mind, if he doesn't say it every couple minutes, he thinks that people are just going to forget. And no, Phil, they're not going to forget. It's just that they don't want to give you the money. And when they do give you the money, it's basically that because they hope that you'll shut the hell up about asking about more money.
Support the content. Here's how you can do it. If you support it, I'll play it more often, right? That's all very transparent, matter-of-fact stuff, right? And everyone knows it. Like I said, there's factors. There's the attendance, the engagement, and the support.
Oh, please. Phil made it known. He made it known before that this is his job. He could give two shits about attendance and engagement. It's that third thing. It's the support, money. That's what he cares about. He's openly said this is his business. He's here to make money. He is just a skinnier version of Wings of Redemption. That's basically all he is. Wings of Redemption says the same thing. I'm only here to make money. That's what Phil does. When it comes to DSP gaming, I view, I'm not sure exactly how to say it. I view DSP or DSP gaming as something I can compare to other Lolcows. Wings of Redemption. Now, I'm not trying to shit on the guy because of his size, because hell, look at me. I'm a big dude also, but I don't beg for money. Wings of Redemption. He's fat DSP gaming. LTG. He's black DSP gaming. Cyraxx. He's crackhead DSP gaming. Boogie2988. He's conning DSP gaming. You see how it is? You could literally use DSP gaming as a way to label other Lolcows. And that's how I literally look at it.
So I'm not, yeah, there's nothing. What's wrong with that? Nothing. Then he says,
the thing is, almost every streamer I've watched, I don't really see them asking that much about money. And if they do, it's like I said, it's at the very beginning of their stream. It's a quick, hey, if you want to support me, here's this. No. And then they're off to the races. Phil, like I said, he thinks that literally, if he doesn't say anything, that they're literally just going to forget and never give him any money. Here's the thing that Phil doesn't realize. If they actually like what he produces, they're going to give him money. That's organic. When you're literally having to beg and beg and beg and scream like a baby bird hoping to be fed, and then you finally get it. That's not organic. That's not organic. I don't know what you would call it, but it's not fucking organic.
You have twisted it into no rewards and goals, but it was asking for money.
Your future divorce attorney. I'll make you a bet he's going to acknowledge this. I'll make you a fucking bet he's going to acknowledge it.
Originally. So what you're saying is, I abolished the goal. Okay.
Okay.
But I didn't abolish asking for support. No, you don't have to abolish asking for support. Literally every fucking streamer on the planet asks for support.
And this goes back to what I originally said. I don't see them asking. If anything, they even just have it in the description of their stream and they leave it at that. This guy is like one of the only two guys, the other being Wings, that literally just fucking screams about money. Literally screams about money. The only difference is DSP Gaming, he basically screams for money. And Wings, he basically guilts by saying, well, if you're going to insult me, then you better do it on the back of a 10 note. And if you don't give me a $10 bill with it, I'm going to block you. That's the only difference. They're both fucking beggars. Skinny DSP Gaming, fat ass DSP Gaming.
Every streamer that says, hey, here's a link, go click it and buy this merch. Click this and give me a referral. Do this, buy this, participate.
They're not talking about it all the time, though. Like I said, a lot of the streamers I watch literally just say, if they say it's like at the very beginning of the stream and they're done. They're done with it because they have the idea that their audience is fucking smart enough to know that they can either, if they're there in the beginning, they can click the link or they'll see it in the goddamn description. This is something that Phil likes to talk about. Oh, they do it all the time. No, not really, because they have faith that their audience is smart enough to know what to do.
Paid in this, that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm not doing anything any different than anyone else. I'm sorry. Do you think I'm Jesus
Oh, I gotta hear this.
Christ or something? And I'm going to be like some kind of, flawless person who's going to sit here.
Why, he actually believes he does, or he is. Listen to the way he acts. He has acted over the last 20 years. He actually thinks he has done no wrong.
And never have to ask for anything. No, it's my job, stupid. It's my job to make a living, to pay my bills, to support my family.
You have a mutilated cat, and you have a roommate that may or may not be there. I like to think that she's not there. I like to think that for once, she may have actually gotten smart enough and got her ass out of that fucking house.
This is not for free streaming. It's not my hobby. It's my work.
How that results in 0 subs. There are regulars here. $5 a month. How that results in 0 subs. There are regulars here. $5 a month.
Literally, he just literally said right there. He is not there just to play games. He's there to make money. There you go.
You understand? It's my occupation. I will always be saying, hey, please support this way and that way. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. If you think there's something wrong with it, turn the fucking internet off. Because literally...
Of course, it's not Phil that has a problem with Phil begging. It's you. You're the problem because you have a problem with Phil begging. Like I said, it's this numbnuts. If he actually just restricted his begging, like I said, to the very beginning of the stream and the very end of the stream, I think it would have gone a lot better. But what I think people should do, and they're never going to do it because they're fucking stupid. If you want to give Phil money, fine. Give him money. But don't do it until the very end of the stream. Make him work for your money. Make him work for your money. If you think he's worthy of the money, give it to him at the very end of the stream. When has there ever been a job where you go in at the very beginning of your shift and they're like, oh, Jeff, your fat ass came in today. Here's your $350. Bing. Here's your money for simply coming in. Bing. It doesn't fucking work like that. You don't know why it doesn't work like that? Because if you get paid the moment you come in before right when your shift starts, you're not going to give it your best. You already got the money. Why would you give it your best? That's what the thing is with Phil. If you give him the money right away, he is going to fucking just give you like subpar performance. However, if you literally make him wait until the very end of the stream, he's going to work for that money because he's going to think that it's not going to come in. And then he's going to work as hard as he can because he knows that he may not make it to the next day. And that's when he's going to put in the real effort. I have never seen somebody think that they could just go to work, clock in, and automatically just be paid right away.
Almost everything you see on the internet is asking for something. I don't know if you were aware of that. Anyone who has any kind of a living on the internet is for pay. You haven't figured that out yet?
It isn't the fact that they're asking, it's how often that he's asking. 10 plus years doing this shit. How does he not realize that? I thought this idiot had some sort of business degree.
How old are you, Keemstar? I'm curious. Are you like 5? You're crazy, man. Like, even saying that, well, we're mad that you ask for support. So you're mad at every single person who's ever streamed and ever made content on the internet. Because the moment that they say subscribe.
This is the thing about Phil. Even if he worded it, if Chimchar worded it differently, he would just find a way to move the goalpost. If Chimchar literally said, we're just mad about how often you asked, he would come up with some weird fucking explanation. Oh, well, yeah, it's my job, and I have to ask. So your problem is with me asking too much, but that's my job. I have to do it. He'd find some way to talk his way out of it. That's all. That's what he's really good at. The thing is, if he gets put in a corner with somebody who sees through all the shit, he will fucking crumble. He will crumble.
To my channel, give me a like, give me a view, send some a contribution to my Patreon, drop me a coffee or whatever it's called. Go to my GoFundMe. Everyone's doing it. Literally everyone. So you don't have issue with me, you have issue with the system. So turn the internet off.
See, this is what I kind of talk about with the whole moving the goalposts. It isn't him, it's the system you have a problem with. No, Phil, it's you and how consistent you are asking for money. But like I said, he'll just say, oh, it's just my job, I have to. No, you don't have to. Because if you put out a product that people actually like, they would throw money your way. You don't see guitar players on the sidewalk in New York City playing the guitar, and as people walk by that, they're like, give me money, give me money, give me money. No, they're sitting there playing their music because they know if they play a good enough tune, people will throw them a few cents, a couple quarters, whatever. This is literally what Phil is. Phil is literally the equivalent of a person on the sidewalk playing a guitar with his guitar case open. You know, as people walk by, they throw quarters in. The difference is Phil actually thinks he has the right to scream and barrage and guilt trip people into giving him money. And it doesn't fucking work like that.
And go live in a library or, go be a farmer. That's fine.
What's wrong with a library or a farm?
No one's going to hate on you for that, but to sit on here and dump on me because you don't like the system.
Oh, here he comes. Here comes Guilt Side Phil. Guilt Side Phil is going to make you feel bad for calling out his poor behavior. Get ready, ladies and gentlemen. Guilt Side Phil has entered the house.
Right? That's kind of a broken thing there. I'm sorry. You're not angry with me in the way that I do things. You're just angry with content creation in general on the internet, and that's something that I can't fix. But thank you for $5.
Oh, by the way, people like Asmongold and Moist Critical, when was the last time that they do a stream? When was the last time you literally heard them just beating you over the head for money? I don't recall it. If they did, then I'm wrong. But I don't think I've ever heard them beg for money as relentlessly as this parasitic leech does.
I appreciate that. In fact, no. Okay, that's right. Spedgy came in and did a big super chat earlier. Thank you so much, Spedgy, for that. Okay. Let's see here. Red Eyes did a $5 super chat and says, LFG, Phil, tell them how the shit's going to run. That damn straight. Damn straight.
Thanks, Ryan. Thanks, Ryan, for the money.
And that's the thing. I have that power now. It used to be that I wasn't in control and the internet controlled me. Now I'm definitely the pilot of this ship, right? I'm the captain and I'm the one who steers us where we want to go, and I'm the
Okay, Phil, say whatever helps you go to sleep at night.
And where I wasn't, things were out of control, and all this toxicity thrown at me on the internet was killing me. It was killing me. It was killing the business. It was killing everything. And now things are
He actually believes this shit he says. He actually believes it.
says, let's go. Let it go. Let's go. Thank you so much for $10.
Oh, by the way, he's in control of he's in control of his destiny speech again. If he's so in control and he's controlling the ship, why is he crashing out more and more often?
And someone named your future divorce attorney.
Oh, by the way, I don't acknowledge the trolls. I don't acknowledge the trolls. What's he fucking doing right now? He's acknowledging the trolls.
Gifted a sub on Kick. Thanks for the gifted.
I don't acknowledge the trolls.
All-
And by the way, it sounds like since he's acknowledging the trolls, it sounds like they're the ones still controlling this boat, if you ask me.
Right. I got a $3 tip. Someone says, will you react to the new Mario Galaxy movie trailer that released this morning? Do you guys want me to? You already know I don't think this movie's going to be any good. I didn't like the first Mario movie. All right. I reacted to the first trailer for this Mario movie, and I think it looks terrible. Okay. Let's see here. Someone tipped me $2, says, man, we're definitely a long way from that Scorn incident now. Yeah, that was 3+ years ago. This person says, I'd argue that was your lowest point. I think you now finally understand what Moist Critical was trying to say when he reacted to that. Mentioning money over and over does nothing. If they like you, they'll support. Yeah, and you have to understand.
Isn't that literally what I'm fucking saying right now? Isn't that what I'm fucking saying right now? And what the fuck's he looking at over there? What, is he seeing a fucking fairy or something? Does he see Jasper Kitty climbing the walls? What the fuck is he looking at over there?
Understand, now I know that, but now I see it from a point of success, and you can't really see it unless you're there.
Success. He thinks that he is in a position of success. Okay, Phil, we'll let you go with this one. Go ahead.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're stuck in a rut and things are bad, you can't see outside of that bubble. Once you're out of the bubble, you can look in positively and say, thank God that I...
God. Oh my God. Every time he says positive or some form of it, it makes me want to get like a rusted fucking key. Like a rusted fucking key. See this key right here? It makes me want to take this key and jam it. And jam it. And oh my God, my eye. I'm just kidding. I didn't do it. Anyway, it makes me want to take a rusted fucking key and just jam it into my eye over and over again. Because this motherfucker doesn't know what positivity actually is.
learned better, but man, it was hard when you were there. And you're right, that Scorn incident was one of my lowest points as a creator, where here I am just outright chastising and screaming at my audience for not sending me money. Right? That's awful.
He still does it. It's just that he's gotten slightly better at hiding it. He still chastises them every day. It's just under layers of guilt tripping.
Absolutely awful. You know, I shouldn't have ever done it, and definitely I've learned from that experience and I've improved.
Oh, I highly doubt that. If he actually learned from that experience and he improved, he'd be a lot better person. He is not. The Phil Burnell of 2026 is the same Burnell of 2020, is the same Burnell of 2015, is the same Phil Burnell of 2006. He never changes. A leopard never changes their spots, ladies and gentlemen.
Right? So thank you for that. I got a $10 tip from Guitar Player. He says, man, right now there's snow in Texas. It's really cold. Yeah, isn't it where it's beginning? Is it like the very south of the United States? That's where this crazy winter front came in from. So it's from Texas all the way from the South U.S. up the entire East Coast. And you guys are all going to get like a foot or more of snow, supposedly. So, again, I wish you all the best. I hope
he can fucking care less about this. Don't let him acting like he's concerned and that he cares. Don't let that fool you. He doesn't fucking care about anybody. If he actually cared about people, he would treat his parents better. He would have treated Leanna better. He would have treated John Rambo better. He would have treated his viewers better. He would have treated Cat better. He would have probably treated his neighbors better. Everybody he's ever had an interaction with, he has treated poorly. He will never change.
you're all safe. I hope that you're equipped for it, especially in warmer climates where usually you wouldn't get this kind of weather. I hope that you guys are going to be all right.
Oh my God, I hate that fucking video that just popped up. I'm not sure what it is, but I for some reason I see that video, and I see that video playing like on the TV in a room in the basement where a kidnapper takes all of his victims just before they brutally kill them.
And it doesn't affect you too negatively.
Okay. So at least Bill was right about one thing. He's definitely not Jesus Christ, in which I gotta say, thank fucking God. Thank God he is not Jesus Christ. Because if he was, that'd be like the cruelest joke ever played on humanity. Next to Carrot Top, I guess. But like I said, from now on, when you look at a Lolcow, think about what I said. Fat DSP, Wings of Redemption. Crackhead DSP, Cyraxx. Racist Black DSP, LTG. You know, literally you can use DSP as some sort of comparison against every fucking Lolcow. In the comments section below, God, what's that girl's name? There's a female Lolcow. God, Amberlynn. What would you refer to Amberlynn as if you were to mix Amberlynn with DSP Gaming? Put it in the comments section below. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.